What about the test itself? The Series 63 is 60 questions that count. They'll actually make you answer 65 of them. On all these exams, they have pre-test questions where they haven't decided if they're going to introduce them to the test bank, but they're in there, so you will actually answer 65 questions, and you only have 75 minutes to do it, so it moves kind of quickly. Tends to have a gray screen with black text, and the font isn't generally going to be this large, but the language is going to be very similar to this, unfortunately, I guess we could say. All of the following are prohibited except. A lot of double negatives, so just reading the question stem can be kind of tricky when you're taking the 63. You have to ask yourself, are they asking me what's good or what's bad? Well, if they're all prohibited except, we have to translate that back to the fact that they're looking for which one is okay. So if you find something bad, you got to skip it and go to the one that's okay. Affecting transactions not recorded on the regular books of the broker-dealer without prior written approval. Is that okay? No, that's a violation, so we circle it. No, we're looking for the ones that are okay. Only if you had prior written approval from your broker-dealer would you affect a securities transaction that wasn't recorded on the regular books and records, so that's not okay. Notice how the focus is to eliminate the wrong answers. Even if you can only eliminate 2, at least you increase your odds significantly. Soliciting orders for unregistered exempt securities. Well, securities that aren't registered. I don't think that's okay. Telling a customer that preferred stock is a can't-lose investment. That's fraudulent. Even on a treasury bond, if rates go up or if the market just panics, you could actually lose. So preferred stock is nowhere near as safe as a treasury. There's no such thing as a can't-lose investment, really. Soliciting orders for unregistered non-exempt securities. Okay, so we're down to B and D. Which one would be okay? Both of the securities in these cases are unregistered. Here, the security is excused from registration. Here, it's not excused from registration. So if you're trying to sell securities that should be registered but aren't, that's a big problem. The only one that's okay is B. And notice how analytical and patient you have to be to get these questions right. In fact, the way you get them right is to find the 3 wrong answers. Is this going to be on your test for sure? No, but it's going to be very similar. It could easily be a Series 63 question. The style is very close, a lot of negative words, and you have to be a good reader, and you have to patiently eliminate the wrong answers. We're going to spend a lot of time on this DVD set showing you how to go through practice questions. Hopefully that's going to make all the difference for you on the test. As far as the slides, on those concepts that people really struggle with, we have come up with some fairly elaborate animated slides, and when we're trying to figure out if the investment advisor has to register, we can go through an animated flow chart. First of all, does this advisor have a place of business in the state? If the answer is no, we would then ask, does it have more than 5 non-institutional clients? These are the average Joe and Joanne clients. So if they have more than 5, even though they're not in our state, we're going to have to make them register. But if they can answer no, then they're excused from registration for 2 good reasons. They have no place of business in our state, and they're not dealing with more than 5 little guys, average Joe and Joanne clients. Well, they're exempt. But even if they don't have an office in our state, if they have more than 5 non-institutional clients, they'll have to register here if they're a state-registered advisor, or if they're a federal covered advisor, they're going to have to notice file, and we're going to get a copy of their ADV. And we'll go through this for the advisor rep, the broker-dealer, etc. And so we'll use this animation for those concepts that really need to be explained again and again. And this is going to be better than a live class for most people, because in a live class you can only absorb so much and then it's gone. Here you can hit pause, rewind, and you can watch these DVDs as often as you need until the concepts begin to sink in. We're not going to be showing you video footage of a live class, and we're not going to point a camcorder at an instructor. It's going to be visiting websites and obviously a lot of PowerPoint with as much animation as possible. So as far as using the DVD, you can always go back to menu or top menu to choose the particular track. If you don't, the lessons will simply play in order, so there's no problem. If you have 5 lessons on this DVD, they're just going to play one right after the other. You can use skip, or you can often just hit number 1, number 2, and go to those tracks. But if you need any help playing the DVD, obviously give us a call or send us an email. Our number is 708-366-PASS, 366-PASS, and the PASS is 7277. But we're here to help you. Hopefully the DVD using it will be intuitive, but obviously the questions themselves can be a little tough. So if you have questions on the material, you might just send an email to Walker, W-A-L-K-E-R, at PassThe63.com. It's a lot easier for me to answer your content questions by email because I'm in the studio and doing the online classes so often these days. But that's enough of an introduction. You can see what the product looks like. We're going to do a lot of practice questions with you, and when we get to those questions, all you have to do is hit pause, work through the question first, and then see how we break it down for you. But without any further ado, we're going to move on to the administrator, and we're going to have ourselves all kinds of fun studying for the Series 63.